Hi guys! So I'm on a bit of a roll with videos at the moment. My hair is slightly fluffy today. I washed it last night and slept with it in a bun and it seems to have just like frizzed to a maximum. So it kind of looks a bit insane right now, but excuse that and excuse the fact that I am ill, so I sound a bit like crap. But today's video I'm going to be talking all about the growth of my hair on my head. If you have followed me since last year, you will know that my hair was about this long, so it has grown like an insane amount in a year. To most of you it might not seem like much, but the length of this hair here is the length of my hair this time last year, so it's literally grown like, yeah, it's crazy how much my hair has grown. So because of this, I thought that I would give you a video all about my top tips for hair growth and products that I love to help promote the growth of hair on my head. A couple of these products aren't specifically for hair growth, but they are ones which help to keep you away from like heat products and stuff. So let's crack on with the video. So the first thing I'm going to say if you want to grow your hair, it's not to scratch your head, no, the first thing I'm going to say if you want to grow your hair is to avoid heat mostly. I know that recently I've been a bit of a sinner in this case because I do straighten my hair quite a bit at the moment, but for about 8 to 10 months I straightened my hair maybe once a week if that. I tried to keep my hair natural, and to do natural is quite hard because my hair is really wavy, as you've seen in some other videos. So sometimes it falls really nicely and sometimes it needs a bit of taming because it seems to be like this huge frizz ball on my head. If I have that kind of situation, I do use this little miracle serum, which is just a frizzies serum. You put it on when your hair's towel dried, so it's still a bit damp, and then you can either blow dry it or leave it, and this basically helps to keep it more like tame. That's pretty much my favourite product. I think that one costs about £6 in Superdrugs, Boots, etc. But it's really good for taming my hair and making me feel like it looks okay, natural. I don't really use like a hairdryer on my hair. I never really blow dry it, I never really have. I find that when I blow dry it, it goes really big and puffy and I don't really like the way it looks, so I don't really tend to use a hairdryer unless it's like the morning after washing it and it's got like that little patch where the hair tie's been, so I'll just give it a quick once over. Tip 2 is don't wash it every single day. Your hair needs time to like replenish natural oils and stuff, so by washing it every day you're actually stripping your hair of natural oils and it kind of like forgets how to give yourself those natural oils back. So it's really good if you wash your hair every other day or every third day using dry shampoo in between to keep your hair looking alright. I don't personally wash my hair that often. I wash it maybe every 2 to 3 days depending how bad it is and the style I want to do. So if it gets to like the third day and it's a bit greasy, I'll just put my hair in my half up bun. The tutorial will be linked somewhere. I put my hair in a half up bun and just dry shampoo it a tiny bit. I don't leave it like this because I find that it gets really greasy where I flick it about quite a lot. So I just go for like more easy styles or like put it up or something. Speaking of washing hair, this is my absolute favourite product for hair growth. I basically walked into a Lush shop at Waterloo Station and the guy asked what I was in for and I literally just said to him, make my hair grow. And he was like, looked at me a bit like, okay, but that's literally what I asked for, anything that will make my hair grow. And he told me that this is the little miracle product that I needed to make my hair grow. If you have spoken to me about hair growth, I will probably have recommended this to you. I know that I've recommended it to my boyfriend's cousin Danny, and I've also recommended it to my friend Tash, both of whom have either bought it or are looking to buy it. This costs £5.49, which I thought was quite expensive at first because it's not the biggest bar and I thought that it wouldn't last very long. I thought it would just be a bit like of a pointless product to get, really. So I bought it on a whim, not really thinking anything of it, and tried it out and fell in love. Not only does it make my hair grow, it smells amazing. It's got cinnamon and peppermint in it, so it smells really strong of like, I don't even know how to describe the smell, it literally just smells like cinnamon and peppermint. Cinnamon's one of my favourite smells ever, so obviously that was a win for me to begin with, and you can actually see the little stick of cinnamon. This is basically a product that if you have short hair, you can literally just rub it into your scalp, although he recommended me not to do that because my hair's longer, so it would give a lot more product build up. But what you do is just literally wet the shampoo bar in the shower and just like rub it between your hands, and it lathers up on the palm of your hands. You can rub your hands together and literally just like lather it into your scalp. Honestly, the best thing I've ever bought. So the third tip is to use vitamins and omega-3 fish oils. I was recommended this by Helen from the Love Cats Inc. She basically replied to one of my comments a fair while ago about hair growth and said that what had helped her was omega-3 fish oil. So upon hearing that, I rushed to the supermarket and I picked up some omega-3 high strength cod liver oil with vitamins A and D. I do have these every single morning, and I also have a multivitamin and minerals tablet too, but I can't find the box this morning. I don't know where I've put it. But these cost about, I'd say about £4, and there's 90 capsules in here, which is one a day, so that's going to last you about 3 months, give or take. You don't obviously need to take this every day, you could take it like every other day, but not only are vitamins and minerals really good for hair growth, they're really good for you in general. If you are a student like me and you maybe don't get all the vitamins and minerals you need, it's really good to have tablets like these just to help your body keep all the things it needs for everyday life. And I also feel a lot more like alive when I have these. So following on from the tablets is another one which is a bit of a taboo for me. Like, I don't really know whether it works or not. Obviously all of these products I've been trying like overlapping each other or at the same time, so it's kind of hard to tell you exactly what's made my hair grow. But these were given to me in October by my auntie because she didn't want them anymore and she'd only had 1 or 2. So it's just these Perfectil Original Triple Action Skin, Hair and Nails tablets. I don't really know whether these 100% worked or not, but because they are for your skin, hair and nails, I thought I would mention them. These are 30 tablets, so you're meant to have 1 a day. I take them every other day, but I have noticed that they are definitely doing something because my skin has cleared up. My nails seem to be growing a lot faster, even though I bite them off. So this is a really good product to use. It's also made my hair just feel a lot healthier. Obviously, if you're growing your hair, the main thing that you want is for it to be healthy, because there's no point growing hair if it's just going to be split and horrible and just ugh. So that's definitely a product worth trying. I think these cost about £10 or something from Boots or Superdrug, but obviously if you take 1 every other day, then it means they'll last 2 months for you, and it's not really that much of a splurge if you're going to get better skin, hair and nails from it. The next thing is to get regular haircuts. I'm not saying go to the hairdressers because that's not what I do. If you have like followed me for a while, you will know that back about 1.5 years ago actually, I had a really terrible experience with my hair. I used to wear hair extensions all the time, so if you go back on my like videos way back when, you will see my hair was like ridiculously long, but I used to wear hair extensions all the time. And one day when I was at my boyfriend's, I was going to the cinema with my friend Shah to see the One Direction film, of course, and I was in a bit of a rush to get ready and I couldn't find the hairdryer anywhere, so I decided to dry my hair with straighteners from Towel Dry. Biggest mistake of my life, literally, because my hair was probably about here, and by drying it with straighteners I actually completely fried my hair and had to get about this much cut off it. I honestly went to the hairdressers in tears, like crying about it. I hated it. I got Josh's mum to trim it a bit. Honestly, it was just horrible. And then after I'd managed to get rid of all of the damaged parts, about 2 months later it was all back again and the ends were just fried again. I was having to straighten it to get rid of the look of the fried, but when I straightened it, it looked horrible. It was just a bad situation. So I went to another hairdresser who really badly cut my hair, and since then I've been petrified of hairdressers. Like, I've never been a massive fan because they've always done my hair wrong, but I just, since that experience, I don't think I'd ever go back to a hairdresser's. So to cut my hair, I literally section it as if I was straightening it. So I'll get like bits like this, and once it's straightened I literally just go like this with scissors into it. Like, I don't really know how else to explain it. I honestly just like chop up into my hair. Obviously this doesn't take any length off because I'm not actually cutting every part of my hair, but I find that it makes the ends a lot less damaged. And if I do that every 4 to 5 weeks, it means that I'm always cutting off the very ends of my hair and I'm always getting rid of all the really damaged parts. But yeah, my advice is, like, the whole point of this tip, which I've just rambled on for like 20 minutes, is that you need to get your hair trimmed, because if you don't trim it, there's going to be split ends and they do work their way up your hair, which means your hair is just going to be broken to like here and you're just going to have terrible hair. So length is not everything if your hair is not healthy. The next tip is to look after it when you are using heat, if you use heat. My little product for this is the Ubuntu oils from Lee Stafford. This basically acts like a heat protectant, because I was once told by a hairdresser that if you use oils on your hair, they kind of give your hair like another layer, which means that when you straighten it or when you use heat on it, it protects it because it burns the oil and not your hair underneath. So these not only work inside your hair follicles, but they also work on top of your hair follicles to protect them. This costs about £10 in Superdrugs and Boots, but it does last a really long time. I think I've had this for about 5 months now and it's still going strong, so I definitely recommend getting your hands on one. And the very final thing that I'm going to show you for my hair growth tips and products is hair masks. I don't really use these all the time. I'd probably say I use them maybe 2 or 3 times a month. These are the Macadamia Deep Repair Masks. You can buy these in a tub. I'm not really sure if you can buy these little packets, but over the past few years I seem to have collected hundreds of these packets, so I've literally just got like loads of them lying around my bedroom, so I'm using these up before I actually buy a tub. These smell amazing and macadamia oil is amazing for your hair. It really helps to repair it, to deep condition it, to give it an amazing shine, an amazing finish, and it just, honestly, I think these are the best hair masks I've ever used in my life, apart from the Lee Stafford ones, which I also rate really highly. I used to be a bit of a sucker for hair masks, but I found they didn't really do anything to my hair if I overused them, because my hair got too used to them. So I use them on a semi-regular basis just to give my hair a bit of a top up. And I think a tub of this costs about £15, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So that was my tips and tricks for hair growth. As you can see, my hair has sprouted out of my head, so I really hope that you enjoyed these tips and tricks. If you've got any of your own that I haven't mentioned, leave them in the comments below, because I'd love to know how other people improve their hair growth. All the products I've mentioned will be listed in the down bar below for you to click through and buy or wish list it, or whatever you feel like doing. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if I've helped you in any which way, and I hope to see you in my next video.